Hello there.
Morning.
Is it still morning?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Good timing, I think. 40 minutes from the station, well, a bit less. I did a ill-advised wrong turn,
Oh, you took a shortcut?
which wasn't a shortcut.
No, I... Oh, good Lord, Trevor, you're not using those bloody Ordnance Survey maps, are you?
It's good.
They're hopeless. They're too bloody tiny.
Sports ground. You're just sort of round here somewhere, just before the industrial estate. That hole. Oh yeah, so we go down underneath bridge 13 or 14.
Yeah, down the lock, under the bridge, turn round, come back again. Now, Worcester has been it's an absolute disappointment because I came here to get repairs. I went to 2 boat yards, and both boat yards are both saying the same thing. No, it's the season, we're understaffed, you can't get any repairs anywhere at all whatsoever, you know, so a completely wasted journey. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Oh,
Yes, cheers.
it's my...
Now, you'll remember, Trevor, the last time I turned Ella round, and that was nearly 2 years ago.
Oh, yes.
Remember the supply run?
I do, yes.
And I turned it around twice then.
That was very good on the Worcester, on this canal, but it wasn't a proper winding hole. In fact, it wasn't a winding hole at all, if I remember, just a slightly wider bit of canal.
Oh, that was at Shortwood.
Oh, right.
But then I got to the marina and I turned around again to get to Tardaby.
Oh, I remember, yes. That was a nifty piece of work.
That was bloody hairy.
Especially as you had an audience.
Well, I might have an audience here. No, you're not going to like this, Jack. You're not going to like it, mate. Right, anyway, that hire boat has just gone by, so I'll finish my fag, finish my booze, empty the bladder, check the lines are clear, because I'll have to swap the centre line over, and then, yeah, we'll be on our way shortly. The sooner we get it done, the sooner we can go to the pub. Alright, compliments, Major Hockin. Take yourself a windlass.
This back box?
Yeah. You happy with that one?
Yes, I'm sure if it smacks me in the nose, it'll be just as painful as the other one.
Jolly good. Now, this here lock ahead.
Yes.
It's a bit deceptive, because you might get there and it will look full,
Yes.
but then you'll find you won't be able to open the gate.
Right.
So you might have to just open one paddle for a wee bit,
Yes.
fill it up ever so slightly by a few inches,
Yeah.
and then open the gate and let the boat in.
Okay.
But also, if we've just had a boat coming up, the lock may very well be empty. So don't be afraid of racing ahead and getting that lock full.
Right.
And have that gate open by the time I get Ella ready. Okay, right, let's do this. The sooner we do this, the sooner we can go to the pub.
Sorry, when I jumped off earlier, miscalculated.
So, going down on the lock, turning the boat round, going back up on the lock. I hate turning round. I hate turning round. Oh, will I never learn? Bridge 15 and Bilford Top Lock. This pretty much marks the high water mark. The furthest I could get into Worcester. I mean, no repairs. I'm not equipped for a river. So unfortunately this is the furthest I get to Worcester, but hey ho. Hey ho. That's how life is sometimes. Oh, and you may be wondering why I'm so well dressed. I'm not really dressed for boating today. I was having a meal with the wife last night, and I thought I ought to look like an officer and a gentleman, rather than some raggedy-ass boatman. Good show. I just had a word with the CRT, Waller. He said he'd give you a hand closing the gates and opening them. So you'll have a CRT. Yeah, there he is. He's going to give us a hand. Yeah, not very long. It might come to that.
Further over that way, if you can. That way. Starboard, actually.
Yes, starboard. That way. Well, right hand down a bit, as they used to say on the Navy Lark.
And a bit.
yes.
Well, that was a bit hairy. My lovely suit. My best suit. I've been climbing around locks in my best suit and I'm all covered in gunge. Thank you, sir. You've been a bloody hero. Thank you. All the best to you. You take care. What's your name, mate?
John.
John. A pleasure. A pleasure, John. You look after yourself. Take care, mate. See if I can double loop it. I doubt it, but I'll have a go. Maybe not. I hate this rope. I really hate this rope. I mean, look how frayed it is. Look at that. This rope is a bit of a nightmare to work with, quite frankly.
Oh, right. Something else for your New Year's list.
No, that's alright. I've got a spare rope. I'm just too lazy to fix it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Right. It's not the best knot in the world, but it will do.
I've just
Right,
realised
let's
that
go
now
to
that
the
I've turned round, I'll raise the blinds on this side, and if I want some privacy, I'll lower the blinds on this side. Over comedy. Fuck's sake. Bastard. Oh, sorry, spider.
Oh, right. Where?
There he
Oh,
goes.
right.
There he is. Yeah, well, he's been there all bloody winter.
There was a thing on Twitter this morning. I had a big picture of a house spider and a description of all the nasty things in the house that it eats.
Well, that's why I don't, I like spiders.
Yes,
That's why
silverfish,
it's why I don't get rid of my cobwebs.
moth larva.
I'd rather have a spider than a fly.
Yes.
Right, there we are. So,
Okay.
this pound here, that's Gregory's Mill top lock, and that's Gregory's Mill bottom lock, and it's this pound here which has ultimately thwarted me for one very good reason. Now, I don't know if you can notice, but this here is where you should have the lock landing, but you'll notice something missing. On this lock landing, on that lock landing down there, no bollards, no mooring rings. That's fine if you've got someone to keep the centre line in while you set the lock, but if you're single-handed, game over, mate, game over. So ultimately, this is why I've had to turn back, and I couldn't get all the way into Worcester, because although, you know, Trevor, I've had you here today, I can't always guarantee getting a crew. And if I have to single hand, this pound here between the top lock and the bottom lock of Gregory's Mill, if you're single handing, it's pretty much impossible. Unless you get some helpful bastard from the towpath, but in Worcester, 50-50.
There's accoutrement.
Do you remember the last time we were in this pub, Trevor?
Yes, we had a day out in Worcester and we started off visiting the commandery. Well, actually, I think we went round the back of the cathedral because I've got photographs of it. It was a nice sunny day, and then we went to the commandery and enjoyed the medieval building and the description of the Battle of Worcester. And they have an impressive model with lots of little soldiers and things, I think.
Oh yes, you can play war games. It's terrific fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it reminds me of there used to be a TV comedy show in the 60s led by Michael Bentine called It's a Square World.
Oh, Michael Bentine, he was rubbish.
Well,
he got sacked from the Goons, didn't he?
He did, I believe, yes.
Yeah, he was
But he
rubbish.
used to have these little models that suddenly came alive and did funny things.
No wonder no one remembers him.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I remember the last time we came to this pub, and it must have been what I think spring of 17.
Something like that. Yes.
I'd just done Boeing, and I remember we were sat at this very table, and I got a phone call come through, and I had to race outside and have a fag and a phone call, and I had some very unpleasant scrotum-faced film producer going, "Oh, I found a director from a film. Oh, let's go and meet this director. Oh, we're going to write a film. Oh, we're going to do a film together." And I thought that was wonderful at the time. And, you know, it's wonderful coming back. It's wonderful coming back because all the memories come back. And I wish I'd never done that film. It was horrible. It was horrible. But hey, I never would have thought when I first came to this pub about 4 years ago, I never would have thought I'd come back via boat. I never would have dreamed I would have done that. But it's strange what time does to us.
Yes.
Are you going to have a pie?
Yes, or something to eat, whatever we need. Do we need a menu? I turned the Ella, I turned the tide, head back to where my love abides. For John the Lockie helped me today, over the hills and far away. O'er the hills and o'er the ridge, from Alf Church and Tardy Big, CRT command